Hi, everybody. This is Mike Gerdes from the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living. And of course, this is Wonder Love Dog Yoga. Uh, I wanted to talk to you today with all the stuff that's going around and all the things that you hear is about how to stand the people you can't stand. You may have been hearing things from people, from acquaintances, from passerbys, from things on Facebook, from things you hear in the news, and you just go, it may be members of your family. It may be people that you viewed as friends. It's interesting sometimes that people that you think are normally safe, sane people go off on some tangent. And then, you can either choose to get irritated, that's like, and upset. But the problem is when you get irritated and upset about somebody else, it's like you're punishing yourself for something they're doing. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So, first rule is, if they're not making sense, it does not mean that we get to not make sense. Especially when it harms us rather than harming anybody else, which we wouldn't want to do anyway. So how do we stand people that we can't stand? Well, everybody does something for a reason. Would you agree? And generally what that reason is that they want to love or be loved, or they have an unacknowledged need for some type of expression that they just haven't been able to figure out yet. And so they're finding different ways to get that need met, and this particular avenue is what they came up with. What I'm saying is, oftentimes people do things and they don't even know the reason. And sometimes people do things and they say that it's a reason. They say a particular reason, when the truth behind it is there's another reason behind it. There's a lot of people that have a hard time admitting their shortcomings. A lot of people have a hard time admitting where they might be blind to racial prejudice. It may be hard for a lot of people to admit to where they might be misogynist. It might be hard for some people to see where they might be concerned about homosexuals. So oftentimes what we'll do if we're one of those people is we'll come up with a more politically correct reason as to why we're not in favor, or we don't want to hang out, or we don't want to agree with those people. So oftentimes what you'll see is that the people you can't stand really are having problems expressing life. And let's allow them to have their problems. And let's recognize that they're doing life just the best they can. And let's recognize that if they knew how better, they would probably do better. Now, we might say that we want to get in and correct them and show them the wrong pathway, but that sometimes can be dangerous. I mean, if you have the courage to do that, and you feel that that's what's called forth for you to do, and you can do it with love and acceptance in your heart, God bless you. For the rest of us, the best thing to do is to love them from afar and call forth the Christ, the Spirit within them, to come forth at its highest, and try to be an example of how one should live, how one should progress in their day, how should one treat other people, how should one accept other people, even people they can't stand. The truth be known is we can stand everybody, and we do. So let's do it with acceptance, let's do it with love, let's accept it. Let's do it with an acceptance of the fact that everybody's doing the best they can. Everybody has particular needs that be expressed, and some of us just don't know any better. So, we're not dealing with people that are necessarily bad. We're just dealing with people that may be bad with expressing what it is that they need to express. We may be dealing with people that are bad and just finding out how to fulfill their needs. So we can have some sympathy, or empathy rather, because all of us have done things in the past that probably we would regret doing. Now, Dr. Maxine quite often reminds me, seek ye first to understand. Now that's a really good idea. And generally she reminds me of that after I've done something not quite intelligent. Because I'm one of those people that sometimes can get shoot first and ask questions later. And I'm getting better at that. But that's a really good lesson for us. With the people that we can't stand, with the politics of the day, with the traffic, with anything that's going on that upsets, irritates you, seek ye first to understand. And I guess that's really what the message of this talk is today. When you're dealing with people you can't stand, seek first to understand. And if you can understand them, good news is, it will give you a pathway to learning to understand yourself. So that's all for me today. You get good news because you get to hear from Dr. Maxine later. And Wonder Dog Yoga and I will take a break. And remember to tune in Sunday morning at 10:30 for the Sunday morning at 10:30 for the live stream from Suite 16, where Dr. Maxine will present a wonderful talk. And also on our website, which is cslphilly.org, you have an opportunity to see what else is going on. There's classes that are coming up. And also it gives you an opportunity to take a look at other live notes we've given and other live streams we've given, Dr. Maxine's given over the past several months. So with that, I'll say goodbye. Yoga, say goodbye to the gang. Bye.